10 things BTS are bad at. Well, it's undeniably true that BTS are so talented and are good at singing, rapping, dancing, producing, writing, and I'd say literally everything, but since there are also things they're totally bad at, I gotta rephrase that. Of course, the members are all-arounders with a surprising amount of skills, and they're incredibly good when it comes to music and synchronization as a group. But besides such obvious facts, there are times their teamwork is quite a comedic chaos and completely hilarious failure. So why wait? Let's find out how many of these have you noticed already. K-Pop Pigeon here. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you always get notified when we upload. Number 1, games. Funnily, I remember how Jimin wrote, "We're bad at games, even bad in sports," in their FESTA self-written profile last year as Charms of BTS. And I agree, because it's literally entertaining to watch them lose after challenging to win with all their might. Anyone would deny Jimin's words since there are members who are really good at games and sports, and honestly, I wish I could deny it as well, but the truth is that they're terrible at games as units or a group and run. BTS is proof. Maybe not all games, but at this point I know that all armies run BTS production staff, and even the members know that they're bad at foot volleyball, badminton, or tennis, or basically anything with a net in between. No, I'm not going to bring up ping pong. These games go under dark history of BTS teamwork, and you definitely know why if you watch Run, BTS episode 54 and episode 100. Number 2, pretending to freeze. Their telepathy isn't clicking. Again, this is where it hits you that the members are literally like dominoes. When one falls, everything falls. Be it pre-comeback live, post-award show live, or just in any random group live, they have this habit of pretending that the screen is frozen to full armies, but the funniest part is that they don't realize that they're fooling themselves because they're bad at it. 1 second. You're worried about your internet connection, and when the screen is frozen, in the next second you're laughing because you see someone broke the rule and burst out laughing. There hasn't been a single V Live so far where they could really pretend that the screen is frozen before any member falling to keep a straight face for more than a second. What's funny is that they know they are bad at it, but they still do it every time they come on a group V Live. And since it's a known fact that BTS can't keep a straight face or stay silent, I've got more to tell you. Number 3, being quiet, staying still. Armies even have a saying about not being able to take them anywhere because they can't stay still or keep calm for 2 seconds, and that the members perfectly fit the saga of memes on that one member in your group assignment for this exact reason. If you don't see them dancing around in a seated performance or laughing over someone's nostrils or breaking a group meditation to discuss random facts, it's not BTS. They even got a new nickname called Seaweed Boys for moving in a group like seaweed underwater when one member is talking during interviews or speeches, and when you realize it, it's too hilarious to get over it. If you see a group of 7 men who can't chill for 2 seconds and are laughing on the floor with inside jokes and dry puns, they're none other than BTS. Number 4, not cheat and run, BTS. If I could rename the show, I'd name it as Unprecedented Events of Betrayal and Lies. As true as it sounds, the amount of cheating, betrayal, lies, and plot twists literally deserve an Oscar, and I honestly would give an award to the production staff for bearing with their shenanigans. It's not a competition if no one steals answers from the other or lie their way to the end. I have lost count of the number of times they persuaded the staff they scored a point with their charms, and of course, how could they say no? If you're watching them play a game in the most normal way, just wait for the end because the thrilling plot twists and game-changing spies and liars will just leave you speechless. Number 5, giving hints, keeping secrets. At this point, you're probably tired of hearing me keep babbling about how much they share with ARMY, but I bet you love to hear about times it turned into a failure on their side. Firstly, they're completely bad at giving hints, be it regarding an album or any surprise event. They'd give the most basic hint or move on by giving you a silly hint that you'd have your eyes rolling 180 degrees backwards like, how is the album this time? It consists of our songs. But let me give you more spotlight to the group's black hole when it comes to secrets. Kim Namjoon. Every comeback tour, muster, or every time BTS are silent, ARMYs wish for a V Live by Namjoon to spill the tea for us. What's hilarious about it is that he doesn't even pretend that it was a lie and just stays there completely frozen or just confused, featuring a shocked or dumbfounded Jimin, knowing or not knowing if he just let out a spoiler, and it just confirms things for us. With that being said, it just proves how they can't hide anything, even if they want to. Number 6, being normal at award shows. RM says, I quote, "We're malfunctioning, and I wish there was any other way to explain their chaos. I need a few days off to sit and look for any show that they didn't stand out at, not because of their outfits or performance, but because of who they are. From looking like the Teletubbies among all idols dressed in a color code, to being bodyguards escorting Yoonji to the stage, to going on piggyback riding to the stage while being introduced to moving seats just to pretend like they don't know each other. The list keeps going on and on. In other words, award shows and year-end shows with BTS are funnier than any sitcom you've ever watched." Number 7, losing things, getting lost. It is an unquestionable statement when it comes to BTS after they turned Bon Voyage into a comedic series of lost and found. From luggage, passport, keys, tickets, money, to Taeyong, they lost everything they could, which thankfully found, to a point where they weren't surprised if someone lost something or if someone got lost. Sometimes I also think about Namjoon's 34 pairs of lost AirPods in a span of months. Yeah, I'm okay. Moving on to the boys getting lost. Please tell me if they ever need a walking guide. I'll definitely volunteer because I cannot stand to watch the boys losing their way at award shows every single time. They can never find their way around stages or red carpets in award shows and just hop or run across the stage in groups, resulting in the nickname Puppy Cyclone. What I find funny and adorable here is how Namjoon leads the chaotic and awkward group, does a quick head count in his mind, and the way his pupils go wide when one member is lost. His words, "sorry because we're 7, when they were messily going upstage," is playing in my mind as I say this. Number 8, having a good Twitter layout. Yes, you read that right. Being on Twitter for years, they change their layout every comeback, and not to forget, April Fool's Day. They change layouts many times a year, but the best part is that their layout is clapped every single time. Armies have been clowning BTS throughout the years for not having a profile picture and header that matches with each other, as it's totally clapped and not aesthetically pleasing. But Armies did celebrate when they finally had a matching layout during Dynamite era, but they still can't crop their profile picture to fit. Any perfectionists out there? I'm really so sorry. Number 9, TikTok. Talking about being bad at things. How can I miss to plug this in? When someone says TikTok, I recall the cool dance moves, quick tips, magic tricks, behind stories, fun edits, and whatnot. But when someone says BTS TikTok, I remember it as the boomer platform. It's embarrassing that the members are bad at using their TikTok account while Jungkook and Taeyong are known as kings who rule Dub Smash, but that's the bitter truth. Oh please, BTS are literally called boomers for not knowing to use TikTok compared to the Hoobs TXT who've mastered the art of TikTok. Number 10, lip syncing. If you think I'm trying to use this as clapback at antis to talk about how BTS are incredibly good at live singing, you're partly right, but the truth is that BTS is just really bad at lip singing. 8 years into their career as singers, but their lip singing just gets worse every time, and it's funny how their official MVs are literal proofs. If you find Namjoon doing extra hand gestures around his facial lips during his rap and fake love or mic drop MV, it's not that he's working on better gestures, that's just his way of hiding the fact that he's bad at lip singing. Take a close look at Yoonji during his rap part in Boy With Love and On MV. You may have missed it while being immersed in his rap, but the man just mutters nothing to himself while throwing in some awkward hand motions because he absolutely cannot lip sing. Sometimes they sing the wrong lyrics, covered up with hand gestures, or just don't move their lips at all during their part. They also mentioned how they filmed a lot of lip sync scenes for Life Goes On MV, but Jungkook asked to remove them from the MV. Honestly, the editors need to pay a raise for doing their maximum to match the lip movements with the song. In conclusion, BTS prefer live singing because they can. They're gifted with vocal and rap skills, but most importantly because they can't lip sync to save their lives. Thanks for watching. Who's your favorite idol? Write in the comments section.